My name is Janet Sheridan. Mine is a true story that I would like to share with you. The following scenes have been filmed to reenact the events that happened to me 40 years ago. It was just after the war. Things had begun to settle, and as usual I went to our local hotel to dance, and it was there that I first met this rather handsome airman. He came over and asked me for a dance. He was quietly spoken. He introduced himself as Paul Johnston. He was flying for the RAF and was stationed in Cornwall. We danced and talked the night away. We went walking on Plymouth Hoe to watch the forces of all nations enjoying themselves. One evening he came to see me. He was rather quiet. I knew that something was on his mind. He held me close and said that he was to fly a special mission, so not to ask him any questions. He kissed me and said to me to sit down for a few minutes. He sat at the piano and played this lovely piece of music. He stopped playing and came over to me and took out of his pocket a bracelet. It was so lovely. It was silver with inset golden wings. He also gave me photographs of him in his uniform. He then said, "If I'm late getting back, please don't worry." With that, he turned, walked to the door, and left. The days went by, and still no news. I started to worry. To take my mind off things, I took Poppy for long walks. To make matters worse, I mislaid my beautiful bracelet and the photographs of Paul. I searched everywhere, but they had just gone. I could not believe that something so precious had disappeared from my life. Shortly after, I had a phone call from Paul's commanding officer that his plane had been lost and that we could only presume that Paul and his co-pilot were killed. I was absolutely devastated. Not only had I lost the bracelet and the only photographs I had, but I had also lost the love of my life. This particular evening, it was a bright moonlit night, and through sheer exhaustion, I fell into a deep sleep on the couch. I'm not sure what time it was, but I was suddenly awakened by the piano being played, and I realised it was the same piece that Paul had played before he left. To this day, there is no explanation how my lovely bracelet and the photographs had been returned.